Hey, fabulous people, it's Louise, and this is 40s Plus Mom Movement. And today, I have a great thing that I would like to talk about today. It's something that I'm pretty sure that you struggle with as a mother, and the things that I struggle with, apparently. This is why I thought about talking about this today. And you can see I still have my little Santa hat on and got my little wreath up there. And by the way, I want to tell everybody I made that. But anyway, it's not about me making stuff. Um, I just want to talk about this topic, and it's called reclaiming yourself. And the reason why I have decided to talk about reclaiming yourself, it is because I have learned that just for this short moment of time, I do not find time or the time when I want to have it to be me. I find myself being so caught up in the title of becoming mommy. And I know that we put our babies first because, of course, they need us. They depend on us. They're not independent. They're learning how to do certain things. But our babies are not independent. So, therefore, we are so caught up in the title of being mommy, mama, whatever your baby's calling you, whatever your child is calling you now. If your baby's speaking, maybe you're a brand new mom, maybe you're a mom who's been a mom for a couple of years. And I said, especially being a person who, like I said, I'm a woman who's in her 40s. So I was used to having so much individual time. And the one thing that I've always promised myself with anything in life is that I would always have a balance, because a balance to me is important, because you don't want to tip the scales in one area and lose who you are. And I mean, you're saying, well, you know what, Louise, that's easy said than done. And you know what, it is easy said than done. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you can't lose who you are as an individual because you became a mom. And some people are moms, some people are moms plus wives. And you have so many different jobs. As a wife, you don't do what the mom does. As a wife, you take care of your household duties. You make sure you cater to your family. The children are always a part of it, but the household, you have to do the things that a wife would do. You make sure that your husband is taken care of. You make sure your family is taken care of, your home. That is a whole different hat that you wear outside of being a mom. When you're a mom, you make sure your attention is on your child. Your child got to be fed. Your child got to be clothed. Your child has to be dressed. And if you're an older mom and you have more than one child, I mean, not an older mom, if you are a mom and have more than one child, you got to make sure that this child gets to this place, this child gets to that place. And so when it's all said and done at the end of the day, what do we do? Where does that leave us? It leaves us tired. It leaves us worn out. And then we just want to curl up and do nothing. And what I'm trying to tell you is that when you and I became moms, it didn't tell us that we had to forget who we were. And so this is why the video is called Reclaiming Yourself. Because we have to get back to who we were. Because who we were will keep us healthy and give us back our energy so that we can wear every hat that we have. Believe it or not, guys, I mean, not saying believe it or not, like y'all like, oh, she did. No. I'm just saying, believe it or not, I am a health nut. Like, I was the person who went to the gym. When I say go to the gym, I mean 4 to 5 days a week. I was in spin classes. I was in aqua boot camp. I was outside walking. I was in the house doing these exercise tapes. And it wasn't about my age. It was because I know y'all are saying, okay, that sounds all great and dandy, but how do you find the time? Guess what? There is time available. If you ever sit down and think to yourself, there is time that we can make. It doesn't have to be that full hour. It doesn't have to be that time that when it's that quiet time in the house. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to look for 45 minutes. It can just be a 15-minute. I love exercise. And since my daughter has been born February the 27th, 2018, I miss my exercise routines, like, because it's a stress relief for me. It was something that kept a balance with me, because what I found myself doing is that I, of course, it's a whole different adjustment when you have a baby. I understand when you have now brought somebody else into your life, other than yourself, your focus has to switch. But why do we have to lose who we were? And I know you all probably have been moms, whoever have multiple children, which means more than one, and you're saying, look, lady, you just have one. You have no idea. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's a such thing called time. And time means that you can schedule in yourself, just like we have our me time. We call it me time. Your me time, it can be when your kids are asleep. It can be any moment that you get. It doesn't matter. Something that you used to love to do, you have to look back. You can't get lost just in being mommy. You can't get lost in just being wife. Who are you? What do you like to do? What did you like to do? It is possible to get back to it. I can't, of course, right now go to the gym. I mean, I canceled my gym membership. The gym is further than it was. She's still young, than where I live. My daughter's still young, so of course I can't just up and go. Her father works, I work. There are things that we do, or that we, try to do. But at the end of the day, I have found time. In the beginning, when I was able, like, I could not wait. When that 6 weeks was up, when she was pretty much almost 2 months old, 6 weeks, I was so excited to get out of this house. Like, when I first had her, I was going crazy. The one thing that I did do to incorporate a form of exercise was I used to put her in a stroller and go for walks. That gave me the ability to just start back, getting myself back into the exercise circuit, because I like to exercise. It's not always about losing weight. It was a stress relief for me. I told you all before, I was a teacher, and I'm trying to tell you something. My ending job, my last year of teaching in the school system, I was a dramatic arts teacher. So you all, by the end of the week, I had seen all 600 some students. I made sure that I went to that gym, because when you have to deal with multiple classes, multiple kids, just all throughout a day, you already know. If you have one kid and you're a mom, you already know you just need a woosah moment. Well, I had multiple kids and they weren't even mine. So at the end of the day, I was like, wait a minute, I need to go and release. See, reclaiming yourself is how you release. You have to reclaim you. And I looked up the definition because I really wanted it to make sense. And it just means to take back something that was yours. What was yours? I mean, I am mommy. My daughter is always going to call me mommy for the rest of her life. But before I was mommy, my name is Louise. I was Louise. There are things that Louise enjoyed doing. There are things that Louise intends to do back. And it's just pretty much like this says. It says to take back something that was yours. My health is important to me. And I told you, when you have a balance, because see, this is the thing. Sometimes, and we can be honest, we can use, oh, I'm a mom, as an excuse to just forget about being healthy, forget about taking care of ourselves, forget about what we really need to do. We as moms have to take care of ourselves. You can't let yourself go because you're a mom. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I be seeing moms out there sometimes who just need to be pulled aside, because my daughter, even though she's my daughter, and I've seen some parents who have let their daughter look better than them. Y'all are crazy. If my daughter steps out, she's gonna look beautiful, and so is her mother. I'm not gonna look run down. I'm not gonna look tired. I don't care if I had 2 hours of sleep because she wanted to stay up all night long. No, I have to take care of myself. I still want to be presentable. I don't want to look like, oh, I don't want to give people like, oh no, look at her. She done had a baby now. Who is she now? I don't know who she is. No, we not even going to look like that. No, what you see right here, I said I want to maintain this. And one way that I maintain it, even if I'm lacking in sleep, I'm trying to tell you all, There are things that I do step by step. I know it's not easy to get back to it. Like I love to make things. This is another thing I want to keep. That's why I do it, because I want to get back and reclaim me. Reclaim who you are. You are not mommy only. You are not wife only. You are not supervisor. If you have a job, if you are at work, that is not just who you are. What is your name? What did you like to do before this beautiful blessing entered your life? The older we get, it's like our time just seems to just go even quicker. I want to encourage you all, and I did this because it's so close to the end of the year and people are making all these resolutions. Let me tell you something. Do not forget about who you are. Do not forget about who you were. Remember who you are and what you like to do. Reclaim yourself. Get back to who you were. Do it. I don't care if you got to take 10 minutes. I don't care if you just try to make one change throughout the week. See, don't make excuses. Find a balance in your life where you can still enjoy being a mother, but you got to still enjoy being you. Because time flies. And when time flies, it flies. And it doesn't stop. It's already what? I'm looking at the clock. It's 6:34. It's nighttime. I remember it was 4 o'clock. It was daytime. The time flies. So what I'm trying to say to you all is that reclaim who you are. Don't make a resolution. Just make a change and do it inch by inch, step by step. And just remember that changes don't have to be drastic. Just do it one day at a time. But get back to it, because I told myself if I can't go to the gym, I done went to the store. I have the smart TV. I done bought myself one of those balls. I was into all those classes, butts and guts. I would do them ball exercises. I have YouTube. I have things that I can utilize even if she sleep. She sleep right now and I'm recording the video in the room with her. She sleep right here. But this is what I'm saying. And these are the moments that I'm going to be putting on the video, getting that ball. I done bought me a ball. I done bought me stuff because I want to reclaim me. And when you do it, make sure you do it without your baby. And even if your baby wakes up, I bought her a ball. So she's going to be playing while mommy is exercising. It is a way to do things. But whatever you do, get back to you. Reclaim who you are. Remember who you are. Because you're not just mommy. That's just a brand new title that you have. Another hat that you have on. But who you are is who you were born to be. And your parents gave you that name. So I just want to encourage you all. I know mothers, you're saying it's easier said than done. And I'm going to say that's an excuse. If you want, just like you have included yourself in your child's schedule, include your child in your schedule. Make them a part of what you like. If you like to cook, if you like to get into crafting, do whatever. I'm not saying your thing might not be exercise. Your thing may be something else. But whatever it is, reclaim yourself. Get back to who you were and who you are. All right? And I just want to encourage that, because it's not easy being a mother. And I know that, but we're fabulous. And take care of yourself. And don't go out there in public looking crazy. Remember, your daughter looks good because you look good. Your son looks good because you look good. Take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of how you look. We're fabulous. And I just wanted to tell you all, thank you so much for watching the videos. And just remember who you are. There'll be more coming from me. This is just one wonderful topic. All right, you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll see you later.